The St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association has a new General Secretary, Miss Tichelle McLean. She is the first woman to hold that position. Miss McLean, in an interview Friday morning at Football House, gave some insights into her professional experience and her work in football.
My name is Tichelle McLean. I am from the St. Peter's Football Club, and I have just newly been appointed as the General Secretary for the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association. Now, this is a very, very historic moment. Historic, why? Because I am actually the first woman Gen Sec in St. Kitts, which is a very, very big accomplishment. I grew up in St. Peter's Football Club, serving as secretary and as vice president for, I think, 22 plus years. I've also assisted St. Peter's Football Club in the last term as an advisor and then an assistant secretary, interim secretary.
Being the first woman to hold the position of General Secretary is a historic feat, one that Ms. McLean understands the significance of.
For me, personally, this is a big accomplishment, and I feel honored to be serving in such a capacity. I must first say thank you to Mr. Harris for having that faith and confidence in me to believe that I can hold this post and deliver in regards to this mandate. For me, as a woman in St. Kitts, it shows me that there is empowerment from the bottom up. And I believe that what this sets for me is a precedence. It's basically saying that you can come from a club secretary to a general secretary of the Sknfa. Not only that, but as a woman player, and I'm making reference to a Tiber, it could show you that you can come from the grassroots up and actually become a president if you wish, but you have to have goals and aspirations.
As part of her initiative and that of the new Sknfa executive, Ms. McLean is looking to bolster support to clubs and empowering players.
Well, when Mr. Harris, Atiba Harris, who is now the president of the association, when he was campaigning, his platform that he based on was to improve the administrative aspect of the Sknfa and also empowering women, because women football is now on the rise all around the world. So we're going to push that for sure. We want to ensure that these programs have all the necessities needed in order for them to be effective. I'm speaking of in regards to the coaching aspect of things, the administrative aspect of things, the necessary gears and equipment needed for these, and not only that too, but to empower our own product with our players, because that is the most important part of football, our players. Now, this is a team effort, and as such, the association, with me as Gen Sec, and our teams, is what we're going to be pushing.
There are also plans to focus on developing football on Nevis and improving women's football.
Thankfully, we have an elected officer from Nevis. On the campaign trail, there were 2 persons selected from Nevis to serve on the executive body, but one was duly elected. Now, what we're doing in going forward, we're ensuring that Nevis has a say, because it's only fair. And we have to remember that we get votes from Nevis as well. In regards to the 26 votes, Nevis brings 3 votes. So they have a support there. So I'm just letting you know that Nevis does have a voice, and across the board, everybody's voice will be heard. I want to also look at the women aspect of football. As I said earlier in my interview, that women football is on the rise right now. And I want to ensure that they have the same benefits like the men do in regards to the coaching. So I'm hoping to get more coaches involved from a women's standpoint, because we have a lot of licenses being offered right now. Now, like I said, it's about a balance. So I would hope that whatever the men football team has, the women have the same benefits. So if they do have all that already, then I'm fine. But I'm just ensuring that across the board, there's always a balance between both.
Ms. McLean replaces the outgoing General Secretary from the previous administration, Mr. Stanley Jacobs, who served at the Sknfa for several years in that position. Her appointment comes on the heels of the newly elected Sknfa executive on Sunday at the 2021 Sknfa Ordinary Congress at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort.